Hi there. I'm Wood Murray. I am the Managing Director and founder of Murray and Yeaton Distilleries, and we are the creators of Realizzato, that is the first ever alcohol made from spent coffee ground. So to tell you a little bit about it, back in 2013, there was an article published by some of the students at the University of Columbia where they theoretically tested in the lab if they could ferment spent coffee ground. That then got us in a massive rabbit hole where we started looking at what we could do. And from there, we decided that it would be a great idea to try and create it solely in spent coffee ground rather than using sugar like they did. Now, what we actually do is it's different from fermenting a normal beverage. A normal beverage, you're fermenting like the glucose within it. What we actually do is we break down the coffee ground into a cellular sort of size. So through a pre-treatment process, we break down the plant matter to get to the sugars within inside the coffee ground. Then we take that and actually ferment it into a beer, and then we take that and distill it into a spirituous beverage, and of course we end up with Realizzato. So when we were going through the process, one of the things that we wanted to work out is how we could make sure that we had a sustainable sort of constant flow of coffee ground. And we actually used Paula to collect our own waste. And after I was looking through different options, I actually noticed that they had a bespoke coffee ground collection. And Eureka, we had the perfect sort of match here to actually establish how we could work out getting the coffee ground. It's really great that we get the coffee grounds coming to us already available for us to be able to use, prepare, and turn your waste essentially into a spirituous beverage for people to enjoy. It was something that somebody said the other day where they actually referred to it as a bit of science magic, and I think having the cooler being able to collect them, bring them down so that we can do the science magic to an everyday waste better and turn it into something truly revolutionary and magnificent. So the difference with the Realizzato versus other coffee liqueurs that are already out there at the market at the moment is rather than being as the others are, made with rum with either a coffee flavouring added or a cold pressed coffee. Because we actually create it from the coffee grounds, you end up with this real authentic aromatic coffee flavour, more like the aftertaste that you actually get. Plus, we also wanted to reduce the amount of sugar that was within. So we actually use about half the amount of sugar as the other coffee liqueurs. So you end up with a much cleaner, crisper, very aromatic flavouring flavour, so coffee liqueur, which is truly enjoyable to drink. Most coffee liqueurs are served as a cocktail, of course, the espresso martini being one of the biggest in the world, black Russian or a white Russian. And however, when we designed this, we also wanted to be able to enjoy on its own, to truly sort of take in how wonderful it is to see the transformation of the coffee ground into them. So the best way to drink it is quite simply over ice.